Anna, you've been down here, well, you've come down from Blackpool.
Yeah.
Do a few rounds with Rihanna Dixon.
Yeah.
How do you find out? Because I was speaking to you before, and let's put people in the picture. Not that much experience, no amateur background.
No amateur background.
But about 14?
Yeah, 13 unlicensed bikes.
Yes. And how did you fare in them?
I lost my first two, they were at home. Then I won one, lost one away, and then I was unbeaten for 11 months, 12 months, and then I moved to Australia for a bit.
Alright, well, how long were they spread over those fights?
In the space of 12 months.
Oh, busy girl then.
Yeah, I was fighting every single month, sometimes twice a month.
Enjoyed it?
Just love it, absolutely love it. And there was like, obviously there was no, like, I wanted to really get into it with a coach, but a lot of the gyms I went to, they would only focus on like their home shows. So I ended up going on the road with just me and my boyfriend.
Yeah.
We just would go on the road on our own and just fight whoever we could fight.
So how did you get into boxing then?
So like I did the fitness for years and years. So when I was younger, I was always like hyper active. My dad said you need to just get into a sport. So we did running for a few years, but it just wasn't my thing. And obviously I've grown up more or less just me and my dad my whole life. So naturally I was always like out with the boys, playing like football, doing like male sort of sports. So my dad said,
tomboy.
Yeah, definitely. So as girly as I look, I'm not. So obviously they sent me, my dad sent me to boxing at Kingscote amateur boxing gym when I was younger, and did boxing from there from 14, just for a couple of years, fitness. And then I stopped that when I got a social life, and then I started again when I was 20, had one fight, and then moved to Australia, and then came back after a year from Australia.
What did you go to Australia for? Just holiday?
Well, I'm a painter and decorator by trade. So
right.
Yeah, so I got residency over there, got sponsored by Tony Isgroves, and I went and worked over there for 12 months, and then I came back because I wasn't enjoying it as much, and I didn't really like the company I was working for, and they were who sponsored me.
Right.
So obviously, like, to stay in the country I had to work for them. And then we decided I was gonna try and turn professional boxing, just because the unlicensed scene had I'd fought near enough like all the good fighters on there, which, as you know, like the level of fighting there is amazing. So you sort of like you stop progressing once you've sort of like fought the good people. And then I just decided I wanted to like actually do it properly, because it was getting to the point where I was turning up, and because I'd travelled 3 hours, people were just taking liberties of sort of like weighing in 2-3 stone heavier, and because they knew I'd travelled all that way and I was like game to fight, yeah, they knew that they could just get away with it. Luckily, like, I never lost on an away show, never. So I was quite lucky about that. But I just thought, I'm not progressing here.
Well, how are you finding it then? Because you know, the amateurs is where you learn about yourself. You know, you have those 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 fights, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You find out each fight, you find out a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah.
How do you cope with the nerves? Because it's, you know, you've just travelled all the way down from Blackpool. You know you're moving around with a southpaw who's 2-0 as a pro.
Yeah.
How did you come down here? Were you looking forward? Were you excited?
I was so excited just to get a bit of female sparring, and someone who's, you know, just as good, better, because a lot of the time unlicensed you don't get that at all.
No.
You don't get any of the quality sparring, so you end up sparring all the boys, and it's not the same, is it? So I was just really looking forward to getting in the ring and just like feeling the sort of like realness of it, rather than, you know, when you get in the ring with the lads, you know that they're not going to hurt you, and they're not going to try and hurt you, and it's a bit different when you get in with a girl.
They tend to be more technical. They try, they stick to their boxing.
Yeah, and they sort of let you.
Which is good for them sometimes, because, you know, sometimes we all like a tear up, and that's not always the best thing. Sometimes that's a boxing fight.
So I was just looking forward to that, really. Obviously, like, I was nervous because I've been out of the ring since like probably near the best part of 18 months.
How long have you been back training then?
January, then we went into full lockdown in like March.
Yeah.
So I was just running, like, it wasn't much boxing because we were very limited. First lockdown, everyone was a bit more scared about actually doing things, going out the house. Everyone dealt with it differently, but personally, like, my mental health just plummeted. And then, like, we've solidly been training now for quite a few months, getting the fitness up, getting my weight right down, because in Australia I piled weight on, so I've had to lose like 2 stone. We've just been trying our hardest to sort of get the fitness in and sort of get my weight down really.
Well, you're training under Matthew now, aren't you?
I am now, yeah.
Do you find that's good, because you just spoke about mental health there?
Yeah.
Obviously he had his issues as well.
Yeah.
So do you find you can relate to him and he can help you to cope with it?
Yeah, but like I'm not that sort of person. Like for me, talking to people isn't what helps me. It's just getting out of the house, being like nature, like going on nice walks, being around things that make me happy, which is exercise massively. Not even just boxing. Like boxing, I absolutely love, but I can find that even if I just go for a run after it, I just feel 10 times better.
Yeah.
I think for me, like mental health, it's more exercise in general. You just get this endorphin through you that nothing else can give you. No tablets, no therapy. In my opinion, it's definitely exercise.
Going forward then, obviously there's no small horse shows, and obviously that's where you're going to have to start your career.
Yeah.
Presume, if fingers crossed, we've got the vaccine out now, maybe that's a possibility. Crowds are now being, even though it's only a small amount, being allowed into the football and everything. So I'm hoping maybe in March we can get you out there. Is that what you're hoping for?
Oh, I'd love to. I'd really just like to feel that real experience of being back in the ring. You know, there's nothing quite like it. That's what I'd like to see. But who knows? I mean, if the vaccine comes and they say you can fight on shows if you have the vaccine, then so be it. I'm all for it.
Right. Okay, well, look forward to that. Hopefully it might be in one of our shows.
Hopefully. I'd love to. Any show I can get on that Matty says, right, yeah, let's do it, I would be more than happy.
Anna, it's been a pleasure, mate.
Thanks.
Take care, love. Bye-bye.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.